Hello, Taurus. Welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So this is going to serve for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Taurus from August the 9th through the 15th. We're going to use our astro deck. We'll clarify with the White Sage Tarot like we normally do. We will pull in the Oracle of the Radiant Sun as guided. We'll have an angel card, and then we're also going to go in with a Magical Dimensions card for you. But of course, we're going to start off with our, what are we calling this? Our Sacred Geometry deck? Sacred Geometry deck for our Taurus. And as I was going into meditation for your guys' reading, you had an additional angel that stepped forward. This message will be meaningful for some people, but it looks like this reading is going to be all about ships. Friendships, relationships, domestic relationship or other. And so Archangel Asmodel, your angel, obviously wanted to bring forth this additional entity for some of you people, and I will show you. You can look at this. Archangel Tezazel. Okay. Tezazel is specifically the angel of trust, and he is the angel of ships, relationships that are worth trying to fight for because there's something there. So if there's something there and your ship happens to come up as we talking about it in one way, shape, form, or another, then just know that there are those of you that are maybe struggling with a relationship of some sort, and there is something there to be worked on for Tezazel to step forward. Okay? So, obviously, Taurus, you're ruled by Venus. So everyone wants to look good, feel good, smell good, and have the things that they want to be able to have within your steady value. So just know that that is, that's for someone. That's for a couple people. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so Taurus, let's get your Sacred Geometry card out. Hopefully you're going to be able to resonate with everything that comes out here today. If you don't resonate with everything, then please make sure that you're taking a look at your sun, your moon, your rising, and your north node. Alrighty, let me move that over there. We'll go back at the end of the day. Okay, I don't remember if it was you last week, but someone else got this card. What we have is the hexahedron, which is talking about nurture and create. So this is card 17, which reduces down to an 8. So this is that infinity symbol, which I think is why Tezazel is stepping forward. So nurture relationship or create additional space from a relationship standpoint. That's what I'm going to start with based upon the entities that step forward here. I'll just make sure that you can see that. Okay. Foundation, root chakra, sacral chakra for sure, in the creative phase. Okay, so we'll just put this little dude over here. And let's go ahead and lay down your base cards. Okay, so again, this week we're using the Astro. Next week we'll switch over to the in-between to get the energies of what's happening from the changeover from the beginning of the month towards the end of the month, where a lot of the moon energies are going to change. So, announcement, as I'm going through and shuffling, I am basically 98% done with my website that I put forth. I love that. The reason I'm bringing forth a website after all this time is because, as I explained in some of the other signs, I have had a lot of personal readings where people are looking to purchase crystals. They don't have an idea of where to get them. They are finding sources out there on wherever they're finding them from that they're not genuine or things of that particular nature. And so obviously I love me some crystals. I am going to offer crystals from my website. So needed to have a platform in order to have those things come forward. And so you can book readings with me. You can take a look at some of the other content that I come up with, as well as purchase crystals if you're interested in it. I will definitely let you know. It's not 100% finished. I have some items on there, but it's not complete. But I just wanted to let people know. Okay, so Monday's energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that is you. Tuesday's energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wednesday's energy is the Seven of Rods. Thursday's energy is the Ten of Rods. On Friday, we have the energy of the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, just to get that started for you, I'm going to move these up. And so we're going to focus here on Saturday and Sunday. Now, we have a couple of big signs that are in this week's energy. It doesn't necessarily happen to be Taurus, but if you have Leo, with the sun being in Leo, if you have Virgo, Libra, or Scorpio in your chart, then this is going to be a big week for you to take advantage of some of the energies that pop up on those days. Let's start backwards. On Sunday the 15th, that is going to be a very auspicious day for a lot of people. It will be a very good day. Friday the 13th is also going to be a very good day, and as well as Wednesday. Okay, so let's get, there we go. Well, we got a couple of different cards that wanted to pop out here, and so we're going to take them because that's what they're saying. There's a couple of different messages in here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. So something that you may have been going through, or a situation that's been happening, is going to be completed. It's all the way done. Okay, you will have received the information that you need as we have gotten through this particular week. So let's kind of figure out what is going on here, because we do have a lot. On Saturday's energy, you get the Four of Pentacles. And then we definitely have a couple of stories or situations that are here, because we have a whole story that showed up here. The first card in my line of sight was this Nine of Rods that shows up on Sunday. The other energies that I saw right away were the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse position, but immediately followed by the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, we also have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Fool card that shows up in the reverse position. So we will break that down the way that we need to be able to break that down, but that is a lot of information, so I know that there's more than one type of message that's getting ready to happen in this particular reading, but we're here for it. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. Let's start with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun and see what other content we can pull out of this for Taurus the week of the 9th through the 15th. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, devotion. That's the first card that comes up. From a relationship standpoint, where are you at with your level of devotion in the relationship? Ship could also be devotion to your spirituality. It can also be devotion to, well, yeah, yourself, another individual, or spirituality. So that's the energy of Libra that's coming in here in Saturn. Okay. What else do we have? Okay. So we have the energy of authority. So we have Mars in, that would be Capricorn energy that's here. So because it's showing up and presenting for me in the reverse position, there is some focus that needs to happen with authority, whether it's authority that you think that you're losing, or with what I'm feeling is that there is someone out there that is feeling like kind of maybe they're not the authority in the situation, or that they don't have a lot of willpower within themselves to maybe put something through. That's just what I'm getting off the snap. And then the other card that we do have is Mars in Scorpio energy. So this is the revenge card that pops up here, okay? This is feeling as though you've got a little bit of battling that's going on, to be perfectly honest. And so I know that that has energy that is going to take place here on this Sunday. So we will weave all that stuff together. Okay, let's start off though with Monday's energy. Okay, Monday's energy. Look at that. We got the gift. We got the Ace of Pentacles that's showing up here. So on Monday, this is when Leo Moon actually transitions into the sign of Virgo, and there is an opposition with Pisces and Neptune. So this is a lot of dreamy, clairvoyant kind of energy. Venus definitely steps in on this particular day, so she's showing up right on time. We talked about it. She is your ruling planet. And Venus is talking about a lot of love, commitment, okay, a lot of throat chakra energy, needing to communicate. Mars then comes in, okay, and Mars is talking about your will and your persistence. So the reason these cards came up in this particular order is because this does represent past energy that is still in your field. So you're working through this, or it's starting to surface, but it has been building up. And what did I already tell you? There's devotion to a specific situation. There's, you know, how you feel about authority or what that means for you. And then there's also this revenge situation that comes up again within some sort of a ship. Okay. Now, the Ace of Pentacles we know is a gift. from the universe. It is the beginning of something that is new, a new project. It can indicate you being refreshed in a particular situation based on your earth sign here. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but I'm feeling very strongly that there's something that's going to show up for you on Monday that is going to help you get to that next piece. Now Tuesday we have the Wheel of Fortune energy that shows up here. So second chances, opportunities, this is luck. Moon is in Virgo and it has a trine with Neptune in Taurus. Okay, so the energy of Neptune is like the hangman kind of energy, like waiting for something to happen or getting some deeper dive of information. And there is also this situation with Mercury that is in Leo that has an opposition to Aquarius that's in Jupiter at this particular moment. So the Aquarius within Jupiter at this particular moment is really all about trying to bring something fluid, and Mars trying to push something through, so that opposition shows up a little bit for some people, but for you it looks like it's going to be a bountiful opportunity with this Wheel of Fortune showing up. Wednesday we have the Seven of Rods, and that is the Moon in Virgo in conjunction with Venus in Virgo. So again, your ruling planet. So hanging on to some information, not letting these bottom dwellers, these ankle biting bedwetters get to you. Whatever it is that you're trying to manage, you're staying on top of the situation, and you're going to be victorious in the end for what's happening. That's wonderful, because on Thursday it looks as though you're releasing anything that could have been a challenge. And the Moon happens to transition into Libra in the evening, and this is the day where you have to come to terms with something. There's that trine with Saturn and Aquarius. The Moon in Libra has got a opposition to Uranus, which is the Fool. Okay, transitioning in the sign of Taurus. So it could be the launch of something that's new, but this is a come to terms with a particular situation on that day. It looks like you're getting ready to do it with the Ten of Wands. You're getting ready to finish delivering what it is that you've got. You're going to dust your hands off and you're done with the situation. So on Friday, what we have here is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so Friday the 13th is actually a very, very lucky day. We've got the Moon entering into the sign of Scorpio by the evening, so that'll change the energy quite a bit. So the Seven of Pentacles is really talking about understanding how far you've come in a situation, evaluating what the next steps could be for you with whatever these pentacles are for you. Okay, love, relationship, getting something going off the ground, a project. But it is the energy of you trying to figure out, okay, what's the next best step? Because there's a harvest that's getting ready to come to you. You're just waiting for it. Now on Saturday's energy, what we have now, we're in Scorpio. Okay, so we have a couple of different things going on. We have Scorpio, which is in a square with Saturn and Aquarius. It also, we have Neptune and Pisces, which has a situation with the Leo Sun energy, right? So this card is indicative of the fact that there might be something that you're holding on to. So if it's physical pentacles, but I do feel that this is you, if it's physical pentacles that you're trying to hang on to, then you know your evaluation process for what would have happened previous up until now comes into play. If it doesn't happen to be pentacles, we're looking at that heart chakra maybe being closed just a little bit. And you know, that's exactly the way the ship kind of comes in here. Again, you're being asked to nurture and create what it is that you want to bring forward to you here. Okay, now Sunday's energy is a lot, and I bring that up because Sunday is also a very, very lucky day. But let me go ahead and get into it, because there's a lot of different transits that are coming up for you. We have the Sun in Leo. We have a square on Sunday with the Moon in Scorpio, so that will be a little bit of a situation for people. We have Scorpio then having a square with Jupiter in Aquarius as well. But then Venus in the evening enters the sign of Libra. So there's going to be some balancing that comes through, but overall the energy for the day, and that's just a handful of transits. I could be here all day long just talking about that one alone. But at the end of the day, what I'm seeing is that for some of you, okay, with this 9, the universe is recognizing that you've done a lot of work. And the universe is recognizing that you're a little bit tired, but you're trying to gather your energy together for this last push of whatever it is that needs to go forward. What I'm getting out of this is that there could be a situation with family that maybe isn't quite as tight as you want it to be. Again, if you're having a challenge with the relationship, The universe is saying to you, you know, you have to be your own sovereign being in this whole situation. This Nine of Pentacles is independence, right? It is all about you coming into your own with the situation. So I don't want to mess with the numbers here. We got 2 9s in a row. You're almost at the end of a challenging situation. You're almost there. You've already got the Ace of Pentacles, okay? But now you have the Ace of Cups. This is complete restoration from the universe. This is the opportunity for some new type of financial situation to come in. Whatever it is, it's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. Now, we do have the Fool that shows up in the reverse position, and the Fool represents what I said before. The Fool represents wanting to start something new, having that leap of faith. The Fool also represents Uranus coming in, and Uranus doing its little transit that's at this particular time. And I don't see, well, no, that actually, no, we have Pluto that's transitioning, not Uranus on this particular day. But regardless of the situation, when the Fool shows up in the reverse position, it means that you just need to have a rest. You need to have a rest period. You need to finish gathering the information. This may not be the time for you to like start on this day, which makes a lot of sense because, like I said, you've got this 9, which means that there's an energy of you needing to do this next particular thing. Your independence is important. Your sovereignty is important. This is also indicative of the fact that some of you are going to be going through a healing, and that Ace of Cups is here to restore you. So before that you can move forward and do a next best thing, you need to take all the energy that's coming in, and you just need to kind of sit with it for a little bit. Okay, now let's go in with our clarifiers for each of the different days. Let's start off with what's going on here for our Taurus on this Monday with this Ace of Pentacles. Okay, we'll weave everything back into it in just a little bit here. Give me the information about what led up to this Ace of Pentacles here for our Taurus, please. Okay. King of Cups energy came in. So someone emotionally stable, very, very kind, wanting to get something done. You were manifesting this energy. What I'm getting with this is that it could be very well connected to this devotion, which is going to end up showing up on this particular Sunday where the placement is at. But this energy is what you're calling into yourself. So I like that. It's the mastery of emotions. It's the mastery of not allowing stuff to get to you. We all need that king. Here you are. Okay. So we've got what the heck do we have here? Yeah. Sorry. We have the Hierophant, which is you hanging out in the reverse position. So right now you're questioning values about something at this particular moment. You are not quite in your element, so to speak, based upon what's going on with that steady value for yourself. Okay? But that there is a gift that's coming. Well, look at this. This is the card that wants to come out. Whatever this challenging situation is for you, absolutely are going to go ahead and let go of it. You're getting rid of a burden, and it's okay if you need to go within in order to take that knee. You know, the Hierophant is talking to you about, in the reverse position, is there is either a lesson that you haven't quite learned, or there's more information that is coming to you, which is going to be beneficial to you. Whatever, it looks like it's definitely going to happen. Now, you don't necessarily have to be involved with the water sign, but with the King of Cups, we're definitely talking about a strong energy for a water sign. And like I said before, Scorpio is very heavy in this chart, but it could also be Pisces or Cancer that we're dealing with. If it's not, you know, it doesn't have to be, but I'm putting all the signage that is out there on this particular day. Let's move to our Wheel of Fortune. Love it. Second chances, new opportunities, lots of different luck trying to come in. Okay, so let's see what is going on with this Wheel of Fortune, please. Show me what led up to this situation with the Wheel of Fortune, please. Jupiter's coming in to help you. And Jupiter's all over the board here. Jupiter is got this opposition with Mercury and Leo on this day. Something wanting to come in very, very quickly. So let's see what's up. What's leading to this Wheel of Fortune moment? Woo! Oh, we got 2. Okay. So we have the King of Wands that is in the reverse position. So this was definitely a slowdown of evaluation or something else that was going on. Okay. The next card that we have is Cancer in the reverse position. So we have our ponies not quite ready to go. Okay. There's an opportunity that's going to show up, but this is the energy that you're in with the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Chariot in reverse, meaning it's not time to move forward. There's more information that's needed. It's kind of scattered. It's a little bit catawampus at this particular minute. And there's, nothing wrong with the wheel turning for you. Maybe just needing to gather a little bit more information. Let's see what the outcome is here with this Wheel of Fortune for Taurus on Tuesday. A little too fast. That's where the whole situation with Mercury is coming in. It's shiny, it's good, it's just isn't the right time to grab the ponies though, okay? All right. This card presented before, but I went and I shuffled it back in because I wanted to make sure we have the Tower moment that's coming. So it looks like the universe is trying to protect you from something. The universe is saying when the Tower shows up is that they're giving you a little bit of protection, and or the situation that presented itself would have happened a little bit in the past. It would have already taken place. Let's find out what was going on with this Tower, please. Leo in the reverse position, so maybe not having the willpower to make the decision in the past, maybe not feeling well, physically not feeling well, comes into play here. I'm going to take another one. Yeah, there we go. You were waiting for some information, or what's going on here is information would have been presented towards you, and then we have the energy of Aries showing up, something that was official. So for some of you, it's going to be a relationship with a work situation. For some of you, it's going to be a relationship with either a Cancer, Leo, or an Aries. You were trying to gather more information to come forward, but the universe is protecting you from something, or the universe slowed it down in order for the willpower to come back with this Page of Swords that wants to come in and deliver this information. You weren't ready to hear what was going on at that particular moment with this Emperor energy. That is what I'm getting out of that Tower. So I don't find this to be scary at all. This is the universe protecting you at this particular moment. So hey, we'll take that all day long, right? Now, let's figure out what happens, because on Wednesday, when we have another big, gorgeous, auspicious day with this Moon in Virgo and Venus also in Virgo, right? Let's find out how that supports our Taurus. All right, what led up to this Seven of Wands? Okay, we have the Devil card. So we have Capricorn energy that comes in here. Something that you realize that you probably needed to release yourself from, realizing what binds were there so that you could move past it. Could have been a Capricorn that you were dealing with, possibly. Just putting the signs out there. Where you're at in the energy is Temperance. So you've got the energy of Sagittarius that is here. So it's very possible that that king that showed up here on that Wednesday, where'd he go? There he is. That King of Wands could have been a Sagittarius that was in your midst and needing to kind of slow some things down because something wasn't in balance. Well, now the situation is in balance. There's also another strong healing that comes with this. There is a manifestation that is being created at this particular moment. So that's wonderful. How does this end up with this Wednesday energy for Taurus? So far, I'm liking it. Got the Ten of Cups. Look at that. Gorgeous restoration. So for some of you, what this is going to be is, it can be financial. It doesn't have to be. The Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles together do indicate that there is a broadening and expansion of family. It expands obviously your fortune, but the Ten of Cups is that momentum where you have everything that you need, you're happy with it, and then you actually have the opportunity to dote on somebody else. So I really, really like this. And so whatever it is that you're guarding, continue to do that, because it's going to be fabulous. Okay, now let's move over to this Thursday energy with this Ten of Wands. Let's expand on this Ten of Wands for what's going on with Taurus. What led up to this? Oh, okay, so this is directly related to you being able to hold your ground with some information that came through, or something that you are trying to defend, an idea, person, a situation, okay? I like this. Well, the Five of Wands is energy of tiny bit of opposition. It can be a little bit of competition in the workplace. It can be a competition with, how do you call it? I don't want to say one-upmanship, but it is healthy competition in one instance. The other thing that is going through are realizing challenges and obstacles, but some of them are internal. So some of this is potential that you've created for yourself. Okay? How does this end up? Okay, so this Wands energy that shows, this is very heavy with Wands energy. There's a lot of fire energy that is in here. Again, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, they both showed up here on the board. So what we've got here is the Three of Wands in a reverse position. So it's possible that you're slowing down your energy a little bit, needing again to kind of realize where you're at with all this activity that's happened. So the Three of Wands in the reverse position is just a timing situation for something that you want to bring forward. And then with the Knight of Wands showing up in the reverse position, it's again, this is a timing situation. So in order for you to lay down this burden, you have to complete something else. You got to finish the first step before you can move on to the next step, which means you got to be all the way done with this. And that, it looks like exactly what it is that they're doing. There's a lot of protection that I see with what is happening this particular week for you, Taurus. Therefore, when you get to Friday's energy, Friday the 13th, again, moon entering into Scorpio by the evening time, there is a call to action because we do have the moon in Libra having that square with Capricorn in the sign of Pluto. So I bring this up because the Pluto is the energy of judgment. Pluto is the energy of change. Pluto is the energy of transformation. Pluto is the energy of, recognizing what that is for you as far as judgment is concerned. That is exactly on time for this Seven of Pentacles energy that's showing up here. Okay. We also have the moon entering into Scorpio on this particular day. I think I mentioned that. If I didn't, sorry. But the other big thing that happens is that we've got a lot of play right now with Neptune in Pisces, and so that changes a little bit of thing when it comes to Neptune, because we're talking about I don't want to call it self-sacrifice, but you're talking, what is your effort? Is the juice worth the squeeze, so to speak, with whatever it is that you've planted as far as new hopes, new dreams, and what it is that you've done as far as work on this particular situation? How much work you've put into this process, how much work you've put into the relationship, the ship of some sort, even if it's just with yourself and trying to get through a couple of different things. Again, we're talking about devotion, authority, and it is revenge, but it's not revenge in the negative way as much as it is trying to defeat competition, trying to come to the forefront with whatever was going on, kind of like the battling out whatever the challenge was. Okay, so let's figure out what is the what leads up to this Seven of Pentacles here on the lucky Friday the 13th. Okay, I think I had another flipper. The first one that came out, though, is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. We already know it's going to change. I swear I had another one that flipped. Let me just, give me half a second just to see. La, la, la. So the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position is, well, it's lack of independence. It can indicate sometimes that you're not grounded. It can indicate that you're not in your element, you're not grounded, that you need to get into a little bit of nature. But it does indicate potential for codependency if you are not being in your sovereign state. So this is where the contemplation of where the devotion kind of comes into whatever it is that you're doing. Again, it could be a work relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a domestic relationship, any type of ship, okay? All right, here we go. Well, I like this. So, yeah, it's pretty much what I said because we have the Seven of Pentacles that shows up here on the Seven of Pentacles. But what they're saying is that balance is coming. We've got the Six of Pentacles, and so what is given is going to be received. And it does clarify that this Ace of Cups that we have here, which also showed up on Sunday, is just that day. So when you get to Friday, Friday's energy is a very good energy overall. So when you get to this Sunday, whatever's going on here on this Friday is going to show up for you in full force. Whoever you're involved with is also contemplating what's going on in this particular situation as well. So therefore, when we get to the energy of Saturday, the 14th, okay, this Neptune in Pisces, this dreamy kind of energy that kind of comes through, can also be very, very clairvoyant day for a lot of different people. has you figuring out what is important in a sense. Now, we are talking about structure because it is a 4. We're talking about stability. We're talking about this, okay, on this particular day. Nurturing and creating. So almost like holding the seed and protecting the seed for what it is that you want to pour back into it, okay? Let's find out what else we have for this 4 of Pentacles on Saturday for our Taurus. Some of you, it's going to be financial concerns. Somebody that you've been dealing with, that there's some strong financial concerns coming up in your world, and you're trying to protect that. Yeah, some of you are just, you're not ready to move forward quite yet. We've got the Ace of Wands in the reverse position, meaning that there wouldn't have been the passion to try to do this prior. But looky, in the sideways position, we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is the second time it showed up for you guys here. So the 10 of Pentacles definitely is indicating family. It's indicating legacy for some people. You are just at that cusp of turning your thought process about whatever was going on with you in combination with something else into the forward momentum of legacy or strong family or very, very strong bond, okay? And we have a lot of cards, universe. You really want all of these? They said yes. Got it. Okay. The outcome for some of you, we're splitting these in half. The outcome for some of you is that this Knight of Cups that showed up before, I mean, someone may not necessarily be ready to do all the different work at that particular moment. It can be you, but it can also be dealing with this other person, okay? There is an offer. There is a proposal. There is something that is going to show up here, even if it's you realizing where you are at when it comes to how you view the situation, how you view the relationship. It is another 4, which is talking about realizing where you're at with discontent and boredom, okay, with whatever's going on. So sometimes even relationships need to have a refresh, right? What this boils down to is the, for some other people, is we've got the Fool in reverse. Someone's not ready to move forward, but they are healing from the situation with the 3 of Swords in reverse. And then we also do have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is also a timing issue for them as well. So that's a lot of heavy energy for Saturday, but it's really not that, it's not that bad. It's just the realization that you're doing some thinking, they're doing some thinking at the same time. Which leads into why all this stuff showed up here on Sunday, which was a lot, okay? So, Nine of Pentacles. Spiritually have been through it as well. You got one more in you, coach. You know that you do. You want to do it for the benefit of your legacy, your family, that 10 of Pentacles that just showed up on that Saturday. Now, independence is important. It doesn't matter what type of relationship that you're in. Your independence, your sovereign identity is always going to be important in the relationship. You can't always be doing all the things together. Someone's got to be able to break free and have their own type of a thing. It should be 2 different types of beautiful energy. Well, I shouldn't say shouldn't. Erase, erase, erase. Cancel, clear, delete, universe. Some of the strongest relationships are those that are completely different. You have your deal, I have my deal, but we always come together when it comes to what it is that we're going to work on. That is what the universe is blessing. Okay, the universe is restoring kind of where that is, because there is somewhere that you guys are going to together, but there is a restoration. So if you are going through a situation with your ship mate, do know that there is a gorgeous energy of reconciliation here. All right. Now I'm just going to pull a couple of cards to see if there's anything different that I haven't articulated. Nope. Judgment card coming back up. You have to be all the way ready to be ready with this card that comes through. So again, this is Pluto coming in. Okay. Talking about refresh, renew, recharge. Sorry about that. That works. There's definitely not a conclusion to this relationship. Something is not complete. There's more work that needs to be done because there is this new Ace of Pentacles. So this brings us back to our very first card that we had here. So for some of you, it could have just been a very nasty argument or a situation that came forward that was someone was trying to be the boss with this Aries energy, this Emperor energy that was coming through. It impacted somebody else's willpower. The universe is definitely protecting something though. the universe is definitely protecting someone's conversation here. Definitely, I can see it because it's softened up on some of the harshest points that would have potentially been available. And again, at the end of the day, you have Ten of Swords. It's going to be all the way done. It's done. Whatever you need to know will have been revealed with the moon in the reverse position. And look at this at the bottom of the deck, Taurus. Look who shows up to support you. Venus is here to help you, okay? You came into your reading, in a sense, with the Empress card showing up here. So this absolutely is on point for you this particular week. I love it when it works out like this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, universe. Okay, I got 100 cards on the table. Where am I going now? We're going to go in with an angel card for our Taurus. What advice do we have for our Taurus this week as they're going through this particular situation? Again, please call on Archangel Asmodel. He is your angel. Archangel Tezazel is here saying there's something worth hanging on to. All right? Working through it. Create and nurture what belongs to you. What do the angels have to say? What is the advice for our Taurus? Ooh, sorry guys. What is the advice for our Taurus this week? With all of this extra going on here. Wow. Well, I definitely know that there's probably more than one card, but I'm not taking the entire deck. Thank you. One more time for the people in the back row. All right. Okay, here we go. We have forgiveness and understanding. I love that. You need to have forgiveness for yourself. You need to have forgiveness for the other person, and you need to allow there to be some space for whatever conversation situation that was a little bit wonky in the back. Again, devotion to this person with this Libra energy coming in here. Letting go this Capricorn energy of someone trying to be overly aggressive or trying to be the authoritarian. Letting go of this Scorpio energy of revenge or this mini competition. Forgiveness and understanding for that situation is very, very important. Even for yourself, okay? Even if you were the person that was creating some of this dramatic situation going on. Forgive yourself so that the other person can be clear and have the space to pour their new energy into you. The universe wants to support this very, very badly. And then they're saying, once you understand what needs to get done, take charge and do the things that need to be done. So if you need to apologize, apologize. Okay? All right. The next card that we're going to do is your magical dimensions, and then we'll wrap up with the crystals that you might need to be able to use this particular week and see if there's any other passage that highlights for me for anything that I haven't been able to articulate. I'm not feeling that there is, but we'll see. Okay. Magical dimensions. Again, it can't be the whole deck, you guys. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so you have two cards. So the first card is Illumination. It's talking about expression. Talked about that, throat chakra. It's talking about positivity and joy and inspiration in this particular situation. See that this week. Find the change, find the opportunity in that this particular week. That is the Magical Dimensions card for you. And then the second card that shows up for you, Taurus, is Guidance. It's called Galactic Guidance here. So now you have 999 that shows up with this particular card. Star family, there's assistance for you. There's also cooperation in the midst for you this week. So you can call on your star family. You can call on your spirit guides, your higher self, whatever it is that you need. But there are people that will be here to help you and listen to you if you feel like you need to be able to do that. But go in and seek some additional assistance if you need help with phrasing, especially if you're doing the apologizing. All right, so to wrap this up, we're going to go into card 17. And we're going to take a look at what other opportunities they're talking about for you with this orange hexahedron, Nurture and Create. Here's the mantra if you need help with it this week, okay? I allow myself to experience and express the joy that lies within me. I allow myself to express and experience and express the joy that lies within me. I allow myself to experience and express the joy that lies within me. And so it is. So, you need to make sure that you are nourishing your particular soul. That's where that 9 of Pentacles comes in. Like I said, grounding, for sure, for sure, for sure. Allow yourself allow yourself to express the sexuality and the drive that is innate within us. Meditate on the color orange. Let your hair down and dance if no one is watching. It's time to nurture the expressive and artistic abilities you have brewing inside of you. We all have a gift, okay? Whether it's through writing, art, performing arts, or even just speaking, expressing yourself in your chosen talent allows you to feel the joy and pleasure that you deserve. Now, if you've experienced a childhood situation like abuse, even as an adult, it's important to get the help that you need, all right? That's that, yeah. Whether it be via complementary therapies or seeking out a good counselor, this is the time to heal anything that happened in the past. That is the most important phrase out of this whole situation. It is time to heal the past, okay? There's some really wonderful things that are on their way for you this particular week, Taurus. I really do love this reading. It is exactly on point. Now, if you need support with healing crystal medicine, then the options are carnelian, tangerine quartz, Shiva lingam, chrysoprase, and if you can get a hold of a cube platonic solid like a quartz, then that will be able to help support your foundation for you this week. So I really like this reading. There's a lot of goodness that's in here. There's a lot of universal interaction happening to make space. Whatever's going on, you need to understand that the universe wants to try to help you with this particular situation. Don't give up faith on this, whatever ship it is for you. Don't give up. Don't give up on this one. There's just a little tiny bit more tweaks that needs to happen, and you're going to be totally fine. All right, Taurus, hopefully you were able to resonate with this reading. If you did, it would be super awesome if you gave it a like, comment, share this content out to someone else that you think would be a beneficial recipient to the way that I deliver the content. If you didn't find 100% of everything that you were looking in this reading, please take a look at your sun, your moon, your rising, and your north node. If you're interested in a personal one-to-one session to kind of dig into your specific energies with that partner, whoever is your shipmate, take a look at the contact details below. I am available for bookings, and I would be totally honored to help anyone else that needs support. That is what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for tuning back in, and we will see you next week. Many blessings. Bye for now.